Hi guys, it's Tia. So today I'm going to do my October favourites. So since I've been away from YouTube for a little while, I haven't actually done a favourites video since July, I think. So I'm really excited to get back into my favourites videos. They're one of my favourite videos to film. If you can hear like rattling or whatnot in the background, it's my mum's dog shaking at her collar. I'm just going to get straight into it. I have only a couple of fails for this month, but I have a few favourites. So we'll get started. One of my newest purchases and one of my favourites this month has been the Tresemme Heat Tamer Protective Spray. A lot of you are familiar with this. I didn't actually think that you could get it in Australia, and I think I saw Geordie from Geordie's Beauty Spot say that it was in like one of her hair care videos, and I know she doesn't live in WA, but I thought, well, if she can get it, then obviously it should be available, and I just found it in Big W. So it's been really, really good. It's a very, very fine mist. I like the way that it spreads through my hair, and it semi-detangles as well, and just keeps my hair from, you know, being ruined by heat. Since having the fringe, I do straighten my fringe. I normally never wear my hair down. I just thought that it was too much of a bother to put it up today because I'm very self-conscious of it being short. However, this has been great for my hair. The other thing that I've been using for my hair, if you guys watched me before, you knew that I was blonde, and then I went dark, and then I was attempting to try and go blonde again. So the ends of my hair were bleached to try and just lighten the ends, because the ends are harder to lighten than the top of your hair. So my hair was really, really damaged, and that's why I had to cut it off even shorter than it was. It was about there before, and so now it was just in absolutely appalling condition. So I've been using the Redken All Soft Heavy Cream, which looks like this, and you can see I'm almost out of it. I'm about there. It's a white cream, and it's a very, very thin formula. I have thin hair, but I have lots of hair, and I have very, very oily hair. So when I'm looking for treatments and things like that, there's been a few formulas that are very thick consistency creams, and they hang in my hair very, very heavy, and they just make it super duper oily. I can put this near on up to the roots, and it doesn't go oily. It does make my hair extremely soft and easy to comb through and manage, and it definitely has improved the health of my hair. However, I also use, sorry, that was the dog knocking the tripod. I also use Blackmore's Hair, Skin and Nails vitamins, and there's Kiki. And they do make my hair grow. They don't do anything for my nails or my skin, but they do make my hair grow. And I was wondering why my hair wasn't growing, and I realized that I've been washing my hair a little bit more frequently and using this just about every time as a conditioner instead of a treatment sort of once a week. And because a lot of your treatments and whatnot are made out of proteins, and your hair produces protein, if you use too much of it, your hair thinks that it doesn't need to produce protein anymore and therefore stops growing. So I now don't use this as much as I did the previous couple of months. I do just use it as a treatment, and once a week or every 2 weeks, and my hair's been doing a lot better since then. But it was really, really good and didn't damage my hair or make it feel heavy while I was using it quite frequently. It's the dogs in the background. Makeup, I have been, again, another recent-ish purchase is the Essence Forget It 3-in-1 Concealer, which looks like that. So I don't use the actual concealer bit. I mostly use the color corrective tones. I use the pink one for underneath my eyes, and just as brightening as well, and I use the green for any redness. Like I mentioned before, I have had a few piercings and pimples and whatnot pop up, so I've been using that to conceal it and then putting my foundation on, or putting my foundation on, putting a bit of that on and covering up it a bit, and it's been working really, really well. This is very, very light consistency, if you can see there. I try to put some on my hand, but it does blend out quite well. So it's there if you can see it, and it blends out very, very nicely, whereas the green is a lot thicker, and it takes a little while longer to sort of, you don't want to blend it as much. because then, you know, the redness will show through. But that's been really, really good. And from Essence, I just got that from Priceline. It was very, very inexpensive, and I think I would definitely continue repurchasing that, especially because it has 3-in-1 shades that you would need, and I can use that for traveling. Makeup again, the Australis Primer. I know that, I think it's Beauty by Kitty uses this. I know that she definitely uses the Australis setting spray or finishing spray. I'm not sure if she uses the primer, but I was in the market for another primer, face primer, and since I'm working longer hours now, I really need my makeup to stay on my face. So I've been using this. This is relatively clear. It looks white on camera, but it actually is clear. And there it is there. So you just rub it in. It's kind of a watery consistency, a little bit thinner than a moisturizer. It does dry matte and puts my foundation on really, really nicely and stays on. The other tip is, a lot of people, you know, that if you use the Revlon Color Stay, the Color Stay, some people comment that it dries out a little bit too fast. I don't find that personally, but I found that when I put my primer on and then the foundation over it, it just gives it a little bit more setting time. I do apologise if you can hear the groaning. Look, there she is right there behind me. And she wants to, I don't know, she misses her mum. Still with makeup, I have been using, if you guys saw my everyday makeup bag, then you would have already been familiar with this. It's Illamasqua's Lover. I'm not wearing it today, but I have been using it just about every day this month because it goes with everything. And lastly, I have a mascara, well not lastly, but lastly for makeup. The mascara, again, you would have seen it. It's the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. I really, really like this for both volume and for length. It's really, really good. There's the wand. It's a fibrous wand, and it's just a really, really nice mascara. One of my favorites. I really do enjoy the Maybelline mascaras. Lastly, another thing from Maybelline is the Maybelline pink. It's the Maybelline Baby Lips Pink, and this is Pink Blast, I do believe it is. And it's just very, very sheer in the tube, but if I can find, you do need a while to sort of build it up to show anything. And not so much on my hand, you can't really see it, it's there. But it does, over time, it adds a lot more pinkness. I kind of want to do a video showing how it goes pink. My lips do have a lot of pink naturally to them, and this makes them a little bit pinker. It works with the chemistry of my lips and makes them a little bit pinker. And it's very similar to the Revlon lip butters, I believe, because you don't have to worry about when you put it on. It's very, very easy to apply. You know, it's not something that you need a mirror with. It's very, very moisturizing, and it has that little bit of color to it. So it's, I don't know if it's looking any pinker now, not really, but it's very, very easy to apply. And my lips are very, very, very dry, so I need a lip balm on them like pretty much all the time. I'm not really a huge lip product person. I like buying them, but I don't really wear them all that much. And this I've been using like every single day, multiple times a day, because it's been fantastic. And for perfume, I've really been enjoying Kylie Minogue's Music Box. It's just a really nice, probably more of a summer nighttime scent, I would say. It's just a little bit more depth to it than the lighter, you know, fruity shades that I like. Scents. And Marc Jacobs Dot. You can see, I bought this maybe 2 weeks ago, and you can see how much I've used of it. I love it. I love the packaging. I just got the smallest one because I wasn't sure. Like, I did like the scent in the store, but then you know, sometimes when you get home and you're wearing it, it can change. So I tend to like I tend to buy the smaller bottles until I know that I like it, and then I'll buy the bigger ones. And this is a very, very floral daytime summer scent. It's gorgeous. So, as for fails this month, I have two. I ran out of my Revlon Color Stay, and I went to purchase some more, but having oily skin, you really want that matte complexion, and Revlon Color Stay does provide that for me, but I was wondering if there wasn't anything better, and I do enjoy the Revlon foundation. So I tried out the Revlon New Complexion, and it is oil control, you know, SPF 20, and it's in sand beige. So it looks like this. You look like a grease slick. It's ridiculous. There's oil-free my ass. Like, you put this on and there's shine all over your face. Then I was trying to use my NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Creamy Beige powder, and even that wouldn't get the shine out of it. Like, and that is what I'm wearing today over the top of my Revlon Color Stay, and there is no shine on my face. And I've used it, maybe I used it for a week or 2 weeks because I couldn't get my Revlon Color Stay, and it was absolutely useless. And it didn't matter if you put on a lot, didn't matter if you put on a little bit, it didn't matter what applicator I used with it, it didn't matter primers, no primers, didn't matter what I did. I had to blot my face during the day. It was absolutely horrid. So, fail. The other fail I have is a mascara from CoverGirl, and it's the one that you guys like quite a bit, or is mentioned on YouTube a lot, and it's the Lash Blast Fusion. And this is, it says, what does it say? Water resistant. So it's not waterproof, but it has a rubber wand, which I don't like, and it's quite a flat at the top sort of thing. The bristles are really, really short. And just the consistency of the mascara tends to be a little dry. I like a wetter mascara because I find that you can apply more coats, and it just does a little bit more for length and volume. But that was a bit nonsense. It wasn't so bad with length, it was terrible with volume. I'm not sure if it's meant to be a volume or a lengthening, or either or both. But it just was absolute nonsense. So that's it for my favorites and fails for October. I'm so excited to be back into my favorites videos. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and you'll see me soon. Bye!